Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to film another video before I rub this beautiful makeup off. So I figured I'm gonna do a little Q&A, not Q&A, but I just found this little like baby mama tag. So it's just pretty much 20 questions about life since becoming a mother, I guess. So I thought it would be fun for me to go through the questions and answer them for you guys. All right, so let's just jump straight into it. First question. How old were you when you had your first child? Okay, so I was 25. I had just turned 25 in November, and then I had Elias in January. So I was pregnant when I was 24, and then I gave birth when I was 25. Question 2, what was the hardest thing about being pregnant for 9 months? For me, it was definitely like the physical aspect of being pregnant. I think because I'm already like a larger girl, so being pregnant and adding that extra weight and that baby bump onto my body was just it was just like on another level. Like Elias ended up being a 4.8 kilo baby. I had really bad lower back pain, going to sleep every night with a huge pregnant belly. It was just not comfortable. Like I had to sleep on my side because I'm a stomach sleeper, so I had to sacrifice that and like sleep on my side or even on my back. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. It was just more like the physical aspect of being pregnant, which was like very hard for me. Question 3, can you think of any good things you enjoyed during those 9 months? To be honest, I felt like I didn't have, you know when you see like the mothers out there who are like, oh my god, I love being pregnant, and like they have this like glow about them, and you know, like they're just enjoying like going for daily walks, and you know, some mums are still like working out like with their baby belly, and I don't know, I didn't have that at all. I just honestly, like, I didn't enjoy being pregnant. It was very hard. One of the good things, I guess, is like milking it, especially out of Chris. You know, it'll be like, oh babe, can you pick that up for me, or like, can you carry that for me? I just got my way a lot, so you know, like pregnancy cravings, I like milked the shit out of that. I was like, oh my god, I'm craving this, I'm craving that, can you go get it for me? Like and he would literally go buy it for me. It would be like 1 AM and I craved a Hungry Jack's Whopper, and he went to get it for me. And also like having the experience of Elias inside of me, just feeling him kick and like watching my baby bump grow, like that was such a cool experience. And I guess like forming that bond with your baby, it's like the most precious thing in the world. Question 4, in your opinion, were all the things you heard about childbirth accurate or way off? I don't know, like I mean, I guess like the obvious things that you hear about is that, you know, oh, labor is so painful, and you know, like they were accurate, I guess, because like let me tell you, childbirth is very painful. Like it was the most pain I've ever endured ever in my life, like just ever. So I guess like, you know, people are not joking when they say that like childbirth is like so painful. But in regards to labor wise, like I've heard a lot of stories where people are in labor for a long time. My labor was only 7 hours, so that for me was surprising. I didn't expect it to go that fast, because you know, I've heard a lot of stories where like, oh, I'm in labor for 24 hours, for 48 hours, 36 hours, 17 hours, and you know, mine was only 7, so that was surprising to me. Question 5, would you have handled childbirth differently if you could redo it? I've always, like looking back at it, look, this is 2 years ago now, but looking back at it, I would have wanted a cesarean. Like I'm happy it was done naturally, but you know, like I said, I did go through a few complications. If you haven't checked out my birthing video, I'll link it for you just up here. But yeah, like I did have a few complications, and in the end, when I gave birth, I was rushed straight to the theater because I was losing a lot of blood. And so I missed that whole holding your baby on your chest for the first time. Like, I mean, I did hold him, I just don't remember it. You know, I don't remember like holding him on my chest and just cuddling him for the next 24 hours because we were like split up straight away. So I kind of resent that, and if I could do it again, I would choose to do a cesarean if that meant that I was able to save the situation, if that makes sense. Question 7, what has been the hardest thing about being a mum? The hardest thing in the newborn phase is just adapting to your baby and the needs that comes with them, you know, like you're their carer 24/7, you know, like they need to be fed, they need to be bathed, they need to be changed, they need to be entertained. And also another thing is just understanding their behavior as they grow up. Like Elias is 2 now and he just turned 2, and I can already like pick up personality changes in him, you know, ever since he was like, let's say 4 months old to 8 months old to 1 year old to 1.5. Their personality constantly change, and it's just adapting to that, you know. It's like 1 minute he'll like love bananas and be eating bananas every single day, next minute he hates them, he just chucks it on the floor. So it's like you've got to like learn to, you know, like control your emotions, control the way you react to their reaction, if that makes sense. Question 8, what has been the most rewarding thing about being a mum? This is just gonna sound cliche, like, but just everything. Your child, like my baby, is the most rewarding thing that has ever happened in my life. Like I just can't imagine how I live my life without him, you know. Like he's only been in my life for 2 years, but you know, he's become my everything. Like I'm obsessed with him. I love him so goddamn much. Yeah, I don't know, like, am I even answering the question right? Like, okay, so the rewarding aspect is just, you know, like I'm just so proud watching this child grow, and he's all yours, you know, like watching him grow into the most beautiful, smart, kind-hearted little soul that you could ever like expect. That's probably the most rewarding thing. What was the most surprising thing you discovered about being a mum? I don't know, maybe like the most surprising thing I discovered is that babies are not that fragile. Like, I don't know, like maybe they are, I don't know, like this is like, maybe I'll just put a disclaimer out there. This is like obviously from my experience with my 4.8 kilo massive ass baby, but like one of the most surprising things that I discovered is that babies are not that fragile, you know, how everyone's just always like, oh my gosh, and you know, don't drop him, and oh my god, you're patting him too hard, or oh my god, don't swaddle him too tight, and just, you know how like they just take that extra care. And maybe it's like my personality and how I do things, but I was, you know, if he fell down, I'll just be like, you're all right, get up, you know, get back up. Whereas some people might, oh my god, you know, are you okay? And they'll run towards the child and whatever. Like, I don't know, maybe I'm just taking like a very like easygoing approach to mothering. But yeah, I'm surprised at how like resilient kids are. Like they would literally just like get back up and do their thing, you know. They'll probably have a little cry, but not as fragile as we think. What is the best memory you have involving your child? That is a hard one. There's obviously a million memories, but just when they're reaching their milestones, so more so in like their first year of life, when they reach their milestones, you know, like when they roll over for the first time. I remember being so excited when Elias like rolled over onto his belly for the first time. You know, then when they start sitting up, and when they start chewing and eating solids, and when they start walking, or actually I want to choose that one. When they start walking is a huge, like, it's a huge, I don't know, like memory for me. Like it's such an exciting time when they're taking their first, you know, little steps. He started walking at 13 months. So just like right after his first birthday, he just started taking those little steps, and then when he got the hang of it, he was just walking around the whole house. It's just the cutest thing ever. What was the most exciting milestone? I think I just answered that one pretty much. When, you know, they take their first steps, and when they start walking for the first time, that was my most exciting milestone for Elias. What is the worst thing your child has ever done? I don't know, that kind of sounds really bad, but I don't know, maybe whack me in the face. I think that's like normal, maybe. Yeah, like he hasn't done anything bad, like behavioral wise, but maybe like the worst situation I've ever been in is like when he like vomited like 3 times in one day. So I literally had to change my bed sheets 3 times that day. That was probably the worst situation ever. But I think he was just like having, I don't know, tummy problems, like digesting his milk. This is when he was like young, like maybe like 3-4 months old. So I literally had all this laundry piled up from like 3 sets of bed sheets. That was probably the worst thing that he's done. What habit did you wish your child didn't have? A habit that I wish he didn't have, I don't know. He's naughty, like, but I think that's just normal, like being a toddler. I don't know if it's normal, like if it differs with boys and girls, but man, this boy, he's cheeky. Like, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't say it's a habit, but just the way he looks at you, smile, he will look at you, smile, and then he'll do what you just told him not to do. So I'll be like, Elias, no. And he'll look at me, he'll smile, and then he will do it. You know, that habit, is that even a habit? I don't know. That annoys me. But yeah, he's just a cheeky little bugger. I don't know. I hope it answers the question. What habit of theirs makes you most proud? Elias he's very caring. Like he's a sharer. You know, he's a giver. He's very caring, and you can see the caring aspects in him already. Like you know, he would share his food without a doubt, no questions asked. If you asked him, me some, he will, like, you know, give it to you. And he's very, yeah, I don't know, he's such a good boy. Like, he's learning a lot of things now. Like, you know, if I say pick it up, put it in the bin, he knows to do that. If I give him like some dirty laundry to put in the laundry room, I'll be like, go laundry, put in the room, put in the laundry room. He will do it. So I don't know, those are the things that I'm most proud of, because he's listening, you know, and he's listening and he's learning, and yeah, he's listening to what I asked him to do. So that's probably my most proud habit that he's taken on. Do you share any similarities with your child, both physical and personality? Physical, like ever since he was born, everyone says that he has my lips. He looks like me when I was a baby. And then he has my toes, but he has Chris's fingers. And then he has my hair, because I have like naturally curly or like wavy hair. Where would you like your child to be in 10 years? So in 10 years, he'll be 12 years old. Oh my God. In 10 years, I just hope he's, you know, doing well in school. You know, maybe he's picked up a sport or an extracurricular activity that he likes. Like, we definitely want him to do some kind of sport, continue to grow up to be a good, caring boy. But obviously overall, in 10 years time, I just want him to be healthy, happy, living his best life. What is something that having a child has taught you? Oh, million things. Like, let me tell you, he has taught me so much. Not even like with the obvious mothering, you know, side of things, of like, you know, how to breastfeed, how to like make formula and whatever. He's just taught me to look at the world a bit differently. I used to be like just carefree, maybe selfish in a certain way, but he's just taught me to see the world in a different aspect, like just to be a bit more patient, more understanding, see people's opinions in a different light. I used to be, you know, so judgmental. I used to be, I don't know, like I just used to be like a little shit. But now, becoming a mother, I want to teach him the best of my knowledge of, you know, being a good person. So I've changed myself and the way I view the world or view people, and, you know, the way I treat other people as well. I just want to be the best role model that I can be to him. So I feel like he's taught me to become that person, if that makes sense. Yeah. Do you imagine that you'd be a mum at the age that you became a mum? Honestly, no. I still want to film that, actually. I still want to film like my pregnancy video and finding out I was pregnant and like the circumstances around that. But no, I didn't expect to be pregnant that young. I wouldn't even say young, but you know, I feel like people these days, they are having kids much later. But I always wanted kids before 30. Like, I always told myself that I wanted kids before 30. So I'm actually quite happy that it happened when it happened, because now we're looking to have baby number 2 this year. And so right now I'm only 27, so it would be sweet if we could have 2 babies before 30. It's a good age gap between me and my babies. I don't want to be like 60 and my babies are like 15, you know. I wanted that close age gap. Yeah, so no, I mean, I didn't expect it, but I'm really happy that it happened when it happened. Question 19. Describe your child in a single sentence. Describe him. Okay, this is hard. He's very caring. He's very caring, very smart, very cheeky, very naughty, chucks tantrums. Like, let me tell you, like, he ain't no angel baby. Like, he chucks tantrums, but yet he makes up for it, you know, with, like, he's a good boy. Like, he listens to you most of the times. Yeah, I don't know. That was probably more than one sentence. Last question. How have you changed as a person since becoming a mom? I feel like I've already answered that in the other question, but I've just changed so much as a person. Like I said, I used to be this, you know, like, just a selfish, like, carefree, didn't give a fuck about anything teenager. And then, you know, since becoming a mom, like, I've just had to, like, learn to be a bit more mature, be a bit more, like, time management, even the way I do things around the house. Like, I can't even just sit on my ass anymore. Like, gotta do laundry, gotta do cooking, gotta do the dishes, gotta put the laundry, you know, put the laundry on the line. Like, I've just changed so much as a person, and I think it's just a given. You know, once you become a mother and you have this child that you've got to take care of. Like, you've got to, like, you know, you just can't expect the child to, like, feed themselves and, like, bathe themselves. So I've just changed as a person. Like, you know, I used to be very lazy, but obviously now, like, I'm just on my feet like 24/7. Like, I'm never ever sitting down watching a show. I'm just always constantly, like, you know, cooking, cleaning, doing the dishes, doing the, you know, laundry. Like, the laundry is not on another level when a child is involved. Like, they go through like 3 outfits a day. But yeah, hopefully that answers the question. All right, and that's the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was really fun, just, like, you know, sitting down answering some questions about becoming a mother. If you guys have any questions, please leave it in the comment section down below. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel since you are already here. Thank you guys so much for watching up until the end of the video as usual, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.